Okay? So make sure that you don't sabotage your own justice. Make sure you don't sabotage your own justice by by not trusting the universe and knowing that the universe is going to take care of you, because over time somebody was putting knives in your back, probably several different people. You understand what I'm saying? You just got to a point where you were like, you know what? Completion. I'm done with this kind of behavior from people in general. I'm tired of this type of behavior, period. I'm not going to put up with it anymore. And, I've had enough. That's basically what this card is. Sick of the sabotage. Sick of you playing with my feelings. Sick of the way you talking to me. Sick of the way that you telling, sick of you trying to play with my self-esteem. Taking what I have away. Taking my wants away. You know what I'm saying? And just giving me this low vibe. You know what I'm saying? So when you get this card means you're at the place now where you're likely crying your last tears. You crying your last tears behind a completion. A completion that's going to walk you straight into your 11-11. Look at how those wands look. 11-11. There is only one time in history where you will get the date 11-11-11. Okay? And for those of you who know that in your relationships, you have done just about everything you could to hold everything down. Okay? Even if you were perfect or not perfect, and ain't nobody perfect. You know who you are if you're virtuous, and if you were not doing some crazy stuff on the side with the motive. If you were actually in a relationship with somebody and you really put your best foot forward, you know you're the one that's going to receive the justice. Okay? It's time for y'all to stop doubting these things and going back and forth, okay? Because Spirit is telling me right now, you know what I mean? Some of you may be, right? 1 minute you're feeling like, oh, I got this. And then the next minute you're feeling like, I don't got this. Well, which one is it, babies? Spirit's asking you, which one is it? Spirit's like, I got some blessings for you. You're going to meet somebody new. You're going to have a ring on your finger. You are going to have a ring on your finger. Somebody, you either are going to meet somebody that's going to put a ring on your finger, or you're going to have a ring on your finger the last 2 weeks of November. You were betrayed and you likely went ahead, made whatever decision you needed to make, okay? I don't know what decision you chose to make. You would have to book a private reading for me to know what's going on in your personal situation. This is a general reading, okay? And this could also be a vice versa reading. You could be doing, some sabotaging shit to somebody else. Okay? Or somebody did this to you. At the end of the day, the justice is that you learned what you needed to learn out of the situation. Judgment means that something has to end in order for something to begin. It's the death rebirth process. Do you not see them coming out of their caskets? They died because of that betrayal. Went through the pain, the emotional pain, the like, oh, hell no, this person did not do this, right? I know they did not go there. And then you got to a point where you were like, okay, I'm dropping this. I'm releasing it. I'm releasing the energy associated with this. This is old and tired already. Like, I'm really not going to stay here in this space. I'm ready to move forward. Okay, what's done is done. Cool, no problem. Got it. Heard you loud and clear. Get it. 10-4, right? And now you're ready to come out of the ashes. You're ready to rise from the ashes. All right, that's where you're going to be. And you're going to be in a place of authority. You're going to be in a place of authority. Okay, the Emperor represents authority. All right? I'm not going to name signs because guess what? Everybody's a chameleon. Trust me. Everybody's a chameleon. We are all one. It's very important to understand that. We all have Capricorn attributes. We all have Aquarius attributes. We all have Pisces attributes. We all have Leo attributes. Every month just represents or governs a house that governs specific things in our life. Everybody experiences those things. That's why we are all one. However, if you want to narrow down certain things, you would need to watch your sun, moon, and rising signs, which is very easy to find out online. It looks like whatever it is that you're asking about, okay, you're going to come out victorious because you have put work in. Wands represent work, okay? You have put work in. And, you know, a lot of us get to doubting because we know that we're not perfect as human beings. And we just feel like we're going to be judged and we're going to be this and we're going to be that. No, stop it. You're a human being. And if you have a conscience and you don't sit and contemplate how you can sneak out the front door to go have an affair or do some things of that nature or use somebody and not pay like bills in a house where your children are. And I'm just giving examples. You know what I mean, right? If you know that you've been as responsible as you could be, you did the best that you could, and you did the best that you could, period. You understand what I'm saying? That's all you can do is the best that you can do. When you know better, you do better. Looks like you're going to come out on top, though, the last 2 weeks of November, Sagittarius. There were some lies that you recognized. You realized some disloyalty. And the disloyalty is why you're going to get the justice. And it comes with new love. So the betrayer, the betrayer is going to be replaced with the new love. This type of love, baby. Oh, yeah, that person was just a soulmate that you ended a relationship with. It was not your twin flame. Your twin flame is coming. This is the twin flame card. I'm going to tell you why. Because every color in all of the chakras are there. You got the Lover's card. So I'm right on top of the marriage card. Right on top of the marriage card. Right after you got the Ace of Cups. Now, Sagittarius, some of you guys are getting ready to fall in love. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy for you. Wow. Because you said, you know what? I'm worth more than these lies. I'm worth more than this deception. I'm walking away from this situation because I'm tired of being in this situation. This means tired. Because you tired. That's what you saying to the other person. You mad tired, Joe. She or he can have you. They can have you. Now you have all the space and all the freedom to do whatever you want to do. You ain't got to worry about me, baby. I'm good. But some of you are still feeling as though you need to defend yourself against other people's actions. You don't. Let your angels do that for you. Make sure that you are always in communication with your angels and they'll take care of business. Don't worry about nothing. You ain't got to defend yourself against nothing. Your angels are there to do that for you. Okay? Now, of course, don't let anybody step on you like a doormat. Don't let people just disrespect you and just, talk to you any old kind of way. You understand what I'm saying? But at the same time, right? You have to understand certain things are out of your hands, and what's out of your hands, you give it to your angels. Your angels going to take care of business. They'll be the ones doing this right here. And do you know what this person is defending? The color green represents love. It's the heart chakra. right? And it looks like the color here is orange. Orange represents the sacral chakra. So they're defending love, which is what they want. They want love. They're defending love. All this blue represents the throat chakra. So you're defending yourself via communication, really and truly. Other people's actions are coming against you. Please understand, Sagittarius, that with all this victory, you have blue on top of blue. So it's like all this victory coming your way. You have to understand, the more successful you become, the more haters come. You understand that? The more people have things to say, the more people want to talk about you like they know what they're talking about, like they know you like that. And if you let those things get to you, you understand what I'm saying? It could rock the boat. Don't do that. Make sure you're not in a rowboat. Put yourself in a cruise ship. You understand what I'm saying? Don't worry about these people that got all this shit to say about you, because they don't know you at all. They don't know a damn thing about you. You still trying to learn about you. How the hell do they know about you? And if they spending all their damn time trying to worry about you, how in the hell do they know about them? And the less they know about them, the more they really need to be quiet. Think about that. Somebody about to get the tower, honey. Oh, wow. Whoever was doing some serious lying, whoever was doing some serious ass lying, all their secrets are going to fall out of their pockets onto the floor. I'm telling you, in front of a live studio audience. I'm not even playing. Anyway, the person that this will happen to is likely somebody that you've known from your past. This represents the past. Nostalgia also represents little white lies at times too. Okay? Little white lies are going to be spilling right out of, that tower. Somebody's trying to offer them. It looks like you may have left someone. Probably you probably ended a relationship with someone. You're walking into new love. That's what the Ace of Cups represents. The Ace of Cups represents new love, not old love, new love, okay? A new person that you've likely known in a past incarnation. You will be reunited with that individual. It'll be like you've known them for years. And you will be inseparable. It will be that type of love. So right now, what you're doing, I feel, Sagittarius, is, you may be getting other offers of love from other people, but that, all these little suitors that keep coming your way or whatever, they just not fitting the description for what it is that you really want. So what you're doing is you're saying, nope, I'm going to sit here with my arms crossed until I get what it is that I really want. Because every suitor ain't the right suitor. Because you learned your lesson through this past relationship. So you know what crap looks like when you see it. At this point, last 2 weeks of November, I'm going to tell you, this is the place that a lot of you will be in. Because a lot of you are working on getting to that place now. That's why it's going to resonate. This is going to resonate with who it needs to resonate, Sagittarius. Some of y'all got some suitors trying to offer you cups of love, and you're like, nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. I got a 10-10 policy. You got to have all 10 teeth on the top and all 10 teeth on the bottom. I'm sorry, at least, right? You are supposed to have 32 teeth. I don't mind if you're missing the one in the back or whatever. You ain't got to be perfect. You know what I'm saying? But I do have some standards. You know what I mean? Some of you guys are in the limelight. Some of you guys are, you're really, really making, your relationship with the divine a lifestyle at this point. You understand what I'm saying? Which is helping you really balance out your emotions. balance out your conscience and your subconscious thoughts so that you could become more centered. A lot of you are a lot more comfortable being very transparent about whom you are. You're stepping into your individuality. You're stepping into your authenticity. You understand? You're being your authentic self. Some of you are saying, you know what? I am who I am. I really do love who I am. I have a lot of reasons to love who I am. And you're recognizing that you are a star. Because Spirit's been trying to get you to understand that the whole time. And that's what you learned through this past relationship that you just exited. Okay? You're going to get justice. You're going to get justice. That was your first card. You're going to be shining in that courtroom. For those of you who have court dates. Like I said, there are many suitors coming your way. Many suitors trying to give you cups of love at this time. Many. Probably too many at this point, right? And this is Spirit testing you to see if you've learned your lesson through your last relationship. Are you able to see and cut through the bullshit? Are you able to see that? So that you do not enter into another relationship like the last one you were in that was a complete disaster and wasted a whole bunch of your freaking time. You know what I'm saying? Spirit's going to test you and see if you're going to fall for the shit again. But you're not. Because what I see here is new love with the twin flame. If you don't fall for these suitors who try to come at you with crumbs, okay? You now are at the point in the last 2 weeks of November, Sagittarius, it looks like to me, where you're like, you know what? I know the difference between a Bentley and a Pinto. You understand what I'm saying? I know the difference real fast, okay? And you're not just going to let just any old body waste your time on the phone, waste your time trying to get at you because they just realize that you're newly single and they peeping you now and they looking at you now and you looking like a star. And, you know, because the person that you were with likely was trying to like keep you at a certain level. You understand what I'm saying? And now that you're away from that person, now you're able to really do what you've been meaning to do this whole time, which is actually, you know, shine bright like a diamond. You know what I'm saying? This person didn't want you to shine bright like a diamond because if you were shining brighter than they were, then they knew that their position would have been threatened. They never wanted that because you were offering them too much comfort.